We'll get started in about 10 minutes at the top of the hour. Meanwhile, here's an important message from the good people at Anheuser-Busch.
Shortly after man learned how to cultivate grapes, he learned how to brew beer. Hieroglyphics tell us that as far back as the year 1967 BA, many thousands of years ago, the man who enjoyed beer then drank it for much the same reason as the beer drinker today.
Are you Fritz?
Hiya, Barney. Okay, Matilda, let's drill.
Flintstone! Why aren't you more careful with the machinery? Don't you realize every delay costs money?
Sorry, Mr. Slate.
Steady! Steady! Okay, Rubble, put it on the truck.
Let it go.
Of all the incompetent nincompoops, you two take the cake. This is the last time you're going to foul up this operation. You're both...
Hold it, hold it! You're not firing us, Mr. Slate. We quit. Come on, Barney.
Hey, what's a big idea, Fred? We go through this every day with Slate. What do you mean we quit? We quit? I don't want to quit. It's the only gravel pit in town.
Barney, that's just it. We take this stuff every day. It's about time we had some pride. After all, you have to live with yourself.
But, Fred, I don't live with myself. I live with my family, and they like to eat. Stop the car. I'm going to ask Mr. Slate for my job back.
Come back here, Barney. For your own good, I'm not going to let you crawl.
Why not, Fred? I'm good at crawling. Look.
Stop that. Now, Bon, what do you say we talk this whole thing over? Over a beer. At our favorite #1 tavern type in-bar grill lounge pub saloon?
Why not, Fred? Why skip today?
Here we are, Bon.
Hiya, Fred. Hiya, Barney.
Hi, Claude.
Oh, Bush, coming up.
Every time I think of that Mr. Slate. Yeah, look at that. I missed the board. And me, the #1 champ dart thrower and all of Bedrock.
It's a living.
Hey, drink your beer, Fred. Relax.
That's it. Relax. Take it easy, Tiger.
Boy, this Bush does it.
You can't say beer better, Fred.
You know, Barney, maybe I acted a little hasty today.
Well, it's done, Fred.
We're going to have to figure out a story to tell our wives, Barney.
Oh, I have my story all set.
Yeah? What is it?
Well, I'll walk into the house, right up to Betty, and I'll say, Betty, Fred Flintstone made me quit my job today.
And then what?
I kill myself. What else?
Okay, Barney boy, it's agreed. We say nothing about quitting our jobs tonight to Wilma and Betty.
Right.
Then tomorrow we get up as usual, leave the house.
And go to the Bedrock Employment Agency and get new jobs.
Jobs that pay us what we deserve. Executive type
Now
jobs.
you're talking, Fred. Hey, we better get going. It's about time we should be getting home from work.
Now just act natural. Come in just as we always do. I acted natural. They'll never know anything happened today.
Right, Fred? Easy does it. We'll just be our charming, irresistible selves.
Hi, Wilma.
Hiya, Betty.
Fred, you two look like you've been up to something.
Yeah, like you've been hiding something.
Fred Flintstone, something happened today. Did you get fired from your job?
Fired? No, I didn't, and neither did Barney. Mr. Slate wouldn't fire us. We're too valuable to him. In fact, he's going to give us a raise, isn't he, Barney?
He is? Oh, yeah. The raise. I forgot for a moment.
Ooh, that's wonderful, Barney.
I'm proud of you, Fred.
Yeah. Come on, Barney, join me in a beer, will you?
Oh, right, Fred.
Excuse us, girls. They're mind readers. That's what they are. Women are all mind readers. Right out of left field, she says, "Did you get fired today?" Oh, how close can you get?
Hey, how come you said we were going to get a raise, Fred?
I had to say something, didn't I?
I haven't even got a job, and I'm supposed to bring home a raise. Huh?
Come on, relax, boys. You'll work it out.
When a guy's due for a beer, Bush does it.
You can't say beer better, Fred.
Bon, we'll get those executive jobs tomorrow.
Well, gentlemen, we're getting awfully low on the list. How about xylophone tuning?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I never told him.
Okay. Why? Yacht designer?
No, I got him
Zither stringer?
No.
Well, that's it, gentlemen. I'm afraid you qualify for only gravel pit engineering. If you want my advice, you'd better get back on it.
Hey, what are we going to do, Fred?
Don't worry, Bon. Come on. So you see, Claude, we just had to quit. Same old thing every day, a boss that's always bugging us. We'd have to have rocks in our head to stay in that quarry. Hey, you get it, Barney? Rocks in our head.
Hey, but Fred, the employment agency said gravel pit work is the only thing we can do. Why don't we go down to Mr. Slate and ask for our jobs back?
Because Mr. Slate would lose all respect for us. Right, Claude?
Well, it depends, Fred.
Mr. Slate doesn't have to respect me. Just pay me each week. That's all I ask.
Well, we're not going to cringe and beg. There's got to be another way without kissing his foot.
Say, fellas, I've got to run over to Stone City today. Instead of my closing up, you could do me a favor and run the bar for me. I'll pay you.
No, you won't. We'll be glad to help you out, Claude.
Oh, yeah, we sure will.
Well, I'll try to get back before the after-work rush, but I might not make it.
Don't worry, Claude. The place is in good hands.
Yeah, take your time.
My gal shall. Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Dynaman. Beer?
Bush, my good man. Nice place you have here, friend. Would you mind turning on the TV, please?
Of course, Mr. Dynaman. And away we go.
No good, Fred.
Now, added the gravy to 27 pounds of brontosaurus ribs and the cook for 14 hours.
Oh, turn them off, Fred. Hey, hold it, Fred. This looks good. A wild animal show.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC. And now, through the cooperation of the Neanderthal Broadcasting Company, a special advanced closed-circuit program for Anheuser-Busch wholesalers.
Hey, Barney, look at those beautiful Clyde's dinos.
Anheuser-Busch proudly presents 1967 Busch Advertising.
Gee, Bon, special closed-circuit TV. How did we get this?
I don't know, just lucky, I guess, Fred.
Shh. They're starting.
Welcome to a preview of 1967 Busch Advertising. Advertising that moves the consumer to Busch. To help you in the selling organization move Busch to the consumer.
Okay. Enough of that. Well, that was weird. Bad morning, everybody. This is Keith at 50th Street Studio. It's 10 a.m. Saturday, June 12, 2021. Mike is telling us that Barney Rubble was Mr. Slate's maternal nephew. I did not know that. So all his belly aching about losing his job was just he was just putting on a front for Fred, I guess. Well, whatever. Anyway, it's time for a new Bad Saturday Morning Show. I see a number of people in here. Shenlong, D-Words, Chris is here. Welcome, everybody. Hi, I'm Keith. It's good to see everybody again. We've got, speaking of slate, we've got a slate of fun stuff this week. I picked stuff that I knew would just be plain fun, because we don't need any real downers. Chris donated 15. Thank you, Chris. 15 towards our usual $100 goal every Saturday. I was about to bring that up. Yeah, we need to bring in our $100 this week. It's been a rough week, and we've got expenses coming up. Ivory, it's good to see you here. $5, that gets us to 20% of our goal. Excuse me. The we're gonna need to make our 100 during the show this morning. The Jim Henson special that I had scheduled for tonight, I'm gonna postpone till next week. I'm just too tired. I'm not going to be able to be up in the evening for that. So next Saturday, we'll have our third episode of Throwback TV, where we will do a retrospective of early Jim Henson work. In the meantime, let's get on with today's Bad Saturday Morning. Here's Mike. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing well. How's everybody?
That's good. Yeah, how is everybody? Everybody say hello to Mike. Be polite now.
I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything either. Yeah.
And if I'm hearing the hate, it's still something.
Quite a crowd we've got here this morning.
Nope.
But I had not watched that. I had not watched that Flintstones industrial film all the way through. That was weird. That was strange.
Well, what's weird like that? I mean, I think their reaction to drinking is kind of problematic.
Yeah,
but
it was.
They also did the one with the smoking too. They did commercials for what brand was that?
Winston.
Winston. Okay. So yeah, I mean, not like they haven't peddled the vices. It's cavemen that have television.
They stopped at a bar on the way home to drink, and then when they got home, the first thing they did was drink. And apparently, I guess the message was that the beer relaxes you and makes you think straight, makes you clear-headed.
It sounded like it was Zsa Zsa Gabor who was petting their head.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
but I could understand Fred's desire to want to drink.
Right.
But Barney had it good. Barney had Betty.
Yeah.
Betty was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
he said but I don't live with myself. I live with my family, and they like to eat. That was getting straight to the point there. And you notice the Neanderthal Broadcasting Company.
Yeah.
Which brings up the point. If there are Neanderthals running the television network back then, that's a different species from because I always assumed the Flintstones were Cro-Magnons. That's what we think of as cavemen.
Yeah.
Neanderthals were not early humans. They were a different species.
No. Right.
That's God. We take this stuff too seriously.
they had to go. Well, nothing really fits.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it was CBS.
Yeah.
The Cro-Magnon broadcasting.
And they actually their TV was actually powered by electricity this time. Didn't they used to be powered that have a bird inside it picking out every frame with?
I thought there was like something that would like the little some animal would be on like a little treadmill or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Like I don't think they really went along with what the standards were for Flintstones and went, hey, it's Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah,
just do whatever you want, create anything.
Yeah.
Have electricity.
Yeah.
And a fire department in a town made entirely out of stone. Yeah, okay.
They did include the poor animal looking at the camera and saying, "It's a living."
Why do I put myself through
Yeah.
this? Kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get on with this week's shows. This week's soap operas. Let's go into the TV room and get started there. With Chargeman Ken.
Is he like super radioactive? You know, like he's giving everybody, like, you know, tumors and shit. Just, you know, just switching over. Just stay super. Save yourself the time.
Yeah, Ivory, that's a good question. Who's going to get murdered today? Some Duralians, certainly. Oh, we don't start with our silly music this time. The Air Force Base is targeted. They're going after military targets.
The Defense Force, they don't have first strike
Right,
capabilities. They're
right.
just defending themselves with all those guns. And the planes are defending themselves.
Have the Duralians tangled with the military yet, or is this a new?
Not a military, a defense force.
Right, okay.
They haven't tackled the Theremin yet.
Yeah. Oh, this poor kid. What's going on?
頭の中へ叩き込むんだ。俺たちには入れなくても、子供のお前なら基地の奴らも油断するだろう。でも僕できないよ。やるんだこと。あのことをバラされてもいいのか、え?
Deep voice for a child that small.
Yeah. Is that Donny Osmond?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, no. I hope not. No.
Oh, did he steal a toy? And they're gonna.
Yep.
The aliens are using that against him. This is a flashback. Remember?
That looks like Duke Togo from Golgo 13.
これから僕たち友達だ。仲良くしような。おい。パパもママも仕事で昼間はいつも僕一人ぼっちなんだ。
Oh,
もう
that's
違
kid.
うよ。君と友達になれたんだ。ねえ、何して遊ぼうか。そうだな。
He's buying way too into this robot toy
何するん
thing.
だ。
小僧見ていたぞ。とんでもないことをしたな。
もうしないよ。おじさん許して。
ダメだ。さあ警察へ行こう。
初めてなんだ。あのロボットが面白かったから。
おじさんの言うことを聞くか。そうすれば許してやらぬこともない。
Lupita's brother, no.
Lupita.
苦しい。
Dondi.
じゃあいいか。言われた通りやるんだな。この戦闘機はパトラル光線を積んでいて地球を侵略する宇宙人に備えてあるんだ。まだ一度も飛んでいないの
A
さ。
fighter with a gooseneck on it?
Wait,
いつ飛ぶんですか?
they made it with the ability to fight aliens?
Is that what he said?
So this universe, aliens, yeah.
今日はありがとうございました。
Fight
じゃ
an
あ
alien
僕帰り
alien
ます。
attack.
ゲートで私の名前を言いなさい。君の妹さんたちはどうしたのかな。
その辺にいると思います。では、
Yeah, top secret installation. Yep.
Yeah.
バリカーン。どこ行っちゃったんだろう。
Gatso! Canada!
電気室の扉が開いてる。
Hello, Iceman.
Iceman, hi.
誰？そこにいるの。君、何をしてるの？
Just playing Operation.
何か悪いことをしようとしてるんだね。訳を話してごらんよ。
That's a relative term.
そろだな。
Wait, so the
うまく電源を切ったようだ。
so the alien yeah, the alien saboteurs counted on this random kid to do this. I can't get over this fighter that has a an SST gooseneck on it.
こいつ自身の装備しているパトラル光線機がさらに大きな爆発を起こし、この基地はぶっ飛ぶわけだ。
そうはいかないぞ。
Wow, different sound effect. Yeah, well, they really put some more money in.
Yeah, that's a hell of an explosion. Oh, as if they don't know who he is. Yeah, there's a full slate of sound effects now. Laser blast, explosions, screaming,
punches.
Yeah. Whoa.
Just fodder for the can.
Yeah.
ケン君、君のおかげで危ないところこの基地が救われたよ。また遊びに来たまえ。その時は君も一緒にな。
Both the Japanese children's choir of shorts, singing the theme.
Yeah.
A requiem for the Jurelians.
Oh, these are the lyrics that are being translated.
Yeah.
The Earth is our utopia.
Wow.
That was dramatic. What?
So Iceman mentioned the Masters of the Universe trailer.
Yeah.
For the new animated show. Mark Hamill is doing the voice of Skeletor, and he sounds amazing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
His career has been pretty amazing when you think about it.
Yes.
Luke Skywalker, the Joker, Skeletor. The original Amadeus.
And he was in Village of the Damned too.
Was he?
Yeah. He played the priest in the John Carpenter one.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be the original because I've seen that.
Yes. Christopher Reeve, one of his last films before he got into his accident. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, Shenlong, it's time for Herc.
Yeah. Ivory again.
Yeah, again with the donations. So that gets us to 30 total.
Awesome. Yeah, I may have mentioned before, but I love John Carpenter movies. I just...
Right.
Sorry, not sorry. The Thing, They Live, you know.
He has made some good ones.
Yeah.
I like Escape from New York quite a bit.
Of the Lernian Forest, new settlers hasten to witness a fantastic feat.
Fortnite! Oh, wait. That's kind of like Fortnite when you think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Jumping out trees, you know, building stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Valheim a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Rolling boulders, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Your reservoir
it's Herc.
is finished, friends. Soon this entire forest will become rich farmland.
Reservoir? Isn't that French?
What good is a reservoir without water? Aye. Where will the water come from?
From a waterfall.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
A good trick, Hercules. If you can do it.
Oh, this guy's mouthy.
If.
That's me. That's me.
Stab him, please.
Oh man, Chris, you're right. That should be the next crossover. Is animated Hercules. And well, I was telling Mike they just introduced Superman into Fortnite. So
I don't have faith in humanity enough to think that they would do this. This card.
Yeah.
Like the Herculoids, maybe. They're just obscure.
Oh, the Herculoids. Oh my God.
Oh. That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Oh, here's Igu and Zok and Gloop and Gleep.
Yeah.
But Hercules.
And Tundro.
Almost full.
Is this one guy still talking?
Yep.
This guy's complaining constantly. Whoa.
Thank you, Hercules.
That's gonna pop out and kill somebody.
Good luck, friends.
Da, 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 da.
Yes, the settlers are happy indeed.
I'll send you the invoice. Bye-bye.
You know, I just noticed they had
must drive them
the
away,
composer
Dio,
of that music
before
had
they
the
discover it.
had the foresight
I know just how to do it.
for the theme tune itself to sound like the word Hercules. Da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah. Ah.
One bucketful of the stick
Maybe that's where John Williams got his idea
Yeah,
for
the
Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
And this sounds like stock Hanna-Barbera music, by the way. Not this. This. Oh, he poisoned the well?
Within a short time, the sinister
Poison with
substance
Pepto-Bismol?
takes its toll.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Poisoning the well, that's some next level.
At once, the dire news
That's
reaches
evil.
Mount
Yeah,
Olympus,
that's next level evil.
signaling the swift
Yeah.
return of the mighty Hercules.
Aired it out, folks.
He's coming back! Coming back!
Daedalus, throw away the rest
He's actually flapping his arms.
Swimming.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will, Hercules. Right into the reservoir. Huh? Good shooting,
Huh?
Hercules. But there is plenty
My big league
more
chew.
where that came from. And I'm off to get some.
Big
From
league chew.
Hercules' belt, the whistle that summons from the Olympian stables.
Oh boy!
Pegasus, the winged
Don't
steed
stop
no
zooming in on his
mortal can
crotch,
ride.
please, when you
Oh
do
wait,
that.
he's summoning Pegasus. I thought he was gonna summon the Hercules. Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
Here he comes!
More
Wow.
annoyed than anything else, Pegasus comes in to kill whoever is making the noise.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, don't activate the lightning bolt just as Pegasus is coming in for a landing.
He really should say something before he does that, you know?
Whoa, is he having to break Pegasus? Is it what?
Wow. Punch.
Get me out of here.
No. Leave him.
Don't worry. Herc will be back to put fresh water in the reservoir. After he takes care of him.
Oh wow.
Okay, I like the ending.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty
This,
Like, Herc, why do you always let him out? You know?
Yeah, how does he
has an
get out?
Accident? Is an accident in prison? He commits suicide?
no, you know what? It's probably like Loki. They're not actually punishing him. They're just defeating him every episode and then letting him, you know, just saying, stop being a jerk. And,
That's where you'll find Diver's dance. The sights that he sees are surprising and stranger than ever.
Captain Barney. Last episode.
He's been registered as lethal weapons. The Barney fish.
But the Baron's about, and very
Last
well
episode,
armed.
we were introduced to
Dad escape this
an
trap
actual
on
ghost pirate.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna trap Diver Dan. How is this diver die? Whoops. Oh, it's you. Where were you when I wanted to scare the Baron and Trigger? Right here, me bucko. You, why didn't you speak up? Captain
Spitting
Barney
image.
has orders from now on. Besides, I don't know if you're deserving of my help yet. Now,
He says, "You're not the boss of me."
Hanging feathers is whose cutthroats Baron and Trigger are laying a trap for. A trap? Yep. They're pretty treacherous, those two. Just like that crew that mutinied on you years ago. Avast, if there's two things I can't stand, it's mutinies and treachery. I'll go on deck to investigate.
You know, ghosts may seem cool in TV shows and movies,
Yeah.
but if that's the afterlife, that's a hell, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to haunt anywhere. Let me go back to Oblivion. Hang around with some puppet fish must be terrible.
And I've always gotten the impression that ghosts don't actually realize that they're haunting something.
Yeah.
D-Words, thank you for the 20. That gets us to 50. $50. That's amazing.
Wow.
Baron Barracuda. So that's why
The glass is half full.
What did you do with him? None of your business, you blubberhead. Why, you...
Wow.
Hey,
This is the first time they've actually spoken directly to one another?
You've got the drop on
Maybe.
me, I see.
He called him a name.
Yeah.
Now we shall see the grave divers.
Like, you do know that I'm a barracuda, right?
I've heard enough. It's time to scuttle those pirogues.
Uh-oh.
Who said that? I didn't say anything, boss. I thought it was you. I spoke, Captain Barney. Boss,
This introduces a whole new wrinkle to this.
It's a good ghost.
Yeah.
it is. It's a good.
That's what he said.
Go get them,
It's a
Captain
good ghost.
Yeah, he did. What?
Kurt, what is going on here? Boss, I'm scared. Maybe
I don't know what's going on either.
No, I don't.
I'm leaving.
No, you're not going to shoot them with the harpoon.
Wow.
Wow.
He actually fired.
Missed. My day.
He pulled the trigger.
Spared two of them with the same shot.
Can you imagine if he hit him with that? Kids would be
Are you
crying.
really Are you doubting the word of Captain Barney? Not at all. At any rate, I'm grateful to you for saving my life. Now let's ride and pop attitude, my fine
He saved his
buccaneer.
life?
Just for
What?
that, I'll take you to your friend who's below the brig.
This is okay. I just realized I was about to say how weird this is.
Were they going for an older audience at this
Yeah,
point?
I don't know.
Like, they weren't,
I'm afraid to
But
leave you
we
while I
we
go
spent
back.
maybe like the preteens would be like running a ghost.
but we saw
You say there's
we went
no
through the
key to
whole
this
first season accepting the idea of talking fish and mermaids, and now we're confronted with ghosts, and we're like, no, this is too much.
Well, what am I going to do? I don't want to stay here forever.
I think it's going to be the janitor or anybody who's
Yeah.
pretending to be this guy.
You skeleton kid. Now, where would I get a skeleton? From a skeleton, naturally. From him?
Oh yeah, the skeleton puppet.
Here goes.
What are you doing to that skeleton?
That sounds like the one, Skipper.
Oh, he actually heard a ding. That sounds like the one. Lazy script.
It worked. I'm free. Thanks to Captain Barney. Think nothing of it, matey. We're both grateful to you, Captain.
I think
And I'll
Diver
tell you
Dan
one
went
thing.
out to the dark side
From
of the
now on,
force.
Yeah.
I believe in ghosts. Goodbye. Now, my skinny friend, let's you and I have a dance. 15 men
Skinny
on a
friend.
dead man's chest. Yo ho ho, the
Oh, the skeleton.
Those will say.
Ah.
I think they knew that the kids would want to see the dancing skeleton again.
Yeah.
And so our story comes to an end. Dan and
That's it?
Skipper have made a new friend.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
can't touch him, but they do see him. He's certainly there. Captain Barney the Ghost can
Oh, he's
go
there, all right.
everywhere.
Yeah.
He moves among creatures of frightening features, flashing teeth, flashing jaws, laughing, snapping claws.
I can't imagine that a ghost of a pirate would be anybody's friend.
Where you'll find Diver Dan.
You would think he would try to recruit everybody by having them drown underwater and joining
Yeah.
joining his crew.
Yeah.
Well, that's dark.
The donation link just came up in the Twitch chat, everybody. For those who would like to donate. We actually have some introductory cartoon this time for Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Last time, you remember, our heroes and the Moon Men discovered that they couldn't leave Pottsylvania because everybody else in the country wanted to get out, too. As a result, our boys found themselves at the end of a waiting line a mile long.
Wow, in the middle of the desert.
People want to leave.
Why are you going? Well, let's be nice and say we just despise the place. So do they. Well, when's the next train leave? Hard to tell.
Why?
Somebody stole the tracks. Gee, this looks bad, Rocky.
You mean we're stuck here in Pottsylvania? Gee, how are we ever gonna get out?
Look there. That's how.
Tick-tock taxi company. 2 drivers, no waiting.
Oh, boy, a taxi cab. Quick, climb in. I wonder why they call this the Tick-tock taxi company.
Rocky wouldn't have asked if he'd been able to see under the
Boom.
back seat, for the entire rear of the taxi
Yep.
was one big time bomb.
Wow,
Oh,
dynamite,
we could've played
TNT,
such a
and
fiendish
nitro.
trick on our friend.
2 guesses.
One of the guesses is Boris and Natasha are really in the driver's seat at last.
But not for long.
How come we're stopping, Rocky?
I don't know. Hey, what's the trouble?
We got split king bolt in manifold housing.
That's bad?
Bad! If we don't get a new one, we'll strip the sleeve bushing right down to the gasket seal.
Yeah, that happened to an uncle of mine once.
For how long will it take to get a new one?
All depends, but don't worry. You won't have to wait long. Come on, Spike.
And the 2 spies sped off down the road, leaving
So,
our friends gathered around
Pennsylvania
that highly
has a
explosive
raging
taxi.
desert.
Hey, what's
In
that
the middle of
ticking
it.
sound? Must be the taxi meter. What taxi meter? Oh, come now, Gidney. Every taxi has a meter. Not this one.
Of course it does. And we gotta turn it off.
Yeah, or this ride will cost us a fortune.
Must be here somewhere.
It's not in front, Bullwinkle. Not in here either.
When it goes off, Boris.
Any second now.
It's not underneath, Rocky.
Not in the trunk, neither.
But I can still hear it ticking.
Well, I give up.
Bullwinkle, look out!
Too late. Bullwinkle's weight
it
had
wasn't
started
in
the taxi
gear.
running back down the road, and as our friends watched, it careened out of sight behind a hill.
Uh-oh.
An instant later, there was a tremendous explosion, followed by a cloud of black smoke, followed by Boris and Natasha.
Bullwinkle, the taxi cab exploded.
On the top of that mountain on the horizon.
We'll never know how much we owe.
No, it means somebody's out to get us.
But why? We haven't done anything. Maybe that's the trouble.
Well, anyway, we're stuck here in Pottsylvania again.
Not necessarily, Rocky. Look there.
Sure enough, a little farther ahead, a sentry stood guard beside a barrier that stretched across the road.
Oh boy, a railroad station.
No, Bullwinkle, that's the border.
I was wondering where the tracks were. But who's that feller with the gun?
That's a sentry.
Boy, he sure needs a haircut.
That's his hat.
Well, he certainly has a tall head.
You Moon got your papers ready?
We don't need any, Rocky.
Everybody needs papers to cross Pottsylvania border. Lots and lots of papers.
Not us.
Why not you?
'Cause we're not in Pottsylvania.
You're not?
No, we're across the border.
Hey, you couldn't do that.
But we just did.
Well, maybe you did, but your friends stay here permanent.
And the angry sentry raised his rifle and pointed it directly at our
Okay.
heroes. Don't miss our next episode, The Boundary Bounders, or
Why
Some
are people
Like It
shooting at
Shot.
one another?
That was an actual cliffhanger right there. Okay. All right. Bad morning, everybody. Who all's here? D-Words, Ivory, Chris, Shenlong. Shenlong still here?
I believe so.
Yeah, Ivory, you're right. It's a gun violence morning. Okay, we're gonna watch stuff today like the poster says. We're gonna watch stuff just to have fun. So that's what we're gonna do. I picked some
And Carol.
things. Yeah, Carol came in. Hi, Carol. It's good to see you. We're at $50 towards our $100 goal already, thanks to Ivory and Chris and D-Words. Yeah, Chris, you're right. It's not a bad Saturday morning. We've got 10 people watching right now. We had 11 at one point, but it's good to see so many people. The donation link just came up in the Twitch chat, as well as a link to our merchandise store. Everybody, please take a look at our merchandise store. We can get the lovely
Merchandise.
lovely home game, as well as T-shirts like this, and mugs and stickers, barbecue aprons. I'm not joking when I say that.
And as a parting gift, rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat.
Right, the San Francisco treat. Okay, you know we age ourselves severely when we use that. Yeah, Ivory wants the home game. Like this is the home game. I mean, you're at home.
Stop me thinking of I put that thought on hold, but
yeah,
but I kept thinking about a board game.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, 50th Street.
I could do that.
Monopoly written all over it. But you can have it be more of a positive.
I could,
because nobody liked playing Monopoly. Yeah. Nobody.
I could develop something like that. It would be really time consuming, and it wouldn't be worth it. We wouldn't sell enough. You know, speaking of Monopoly, the reason people hate Monopoly so much is because we all play it wrong. There's one rule that we never bothered to read. I forget what it is. Somebody pointed it out. That the actual game, when you play the game correctly, it only takes like 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. There was one particular rule that everybody disregards, and I forgot which one it is, but it changes everything. But yeah, Ivory is saying it's too much fun to show off our obscure trivia knowledge with the rice-a-roni thing. Anyway, we're going to start.
Is it the bidding rule?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it is.
It's like if you land on a space and decide to not buy it, it has to go up for auction, so all the other players can bid on it.
That must be it.
So if you land on a space and you're like, I don't want to buy it, someone can go, I'll buy it for $5.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound like a rule I've ever observed.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna start off watching Ka-Blam from Nickelodeon in the late 80s. Who here remembers Ka-Blam? Anybody remember Ka-Blam?
I remember the plot. I remember the artwork, though.
Yeah.
Now, if you help me out pre-stream.
We were joking about Fortnite earlier, but it was Fortnite this week that reminded me of Ka-Blam. Ivory has a hand up. Of course, Ivory remembers it. Ivory remembers everything. Fortnite started a new season, and they introduced a new character that has her own theme song. She has this kick-ass ska theme song, and that made me remember Ka-Blam, which I've wanted to show on this show for some time. Ivory says my kids grew up in the 80s, so I watch Nick all the time. So we're gonna watch an episode of Ka-Blam. Let me open up that file here. I downloaded.
Was this the same? Was this the era of the where they did the Nickelodeon song? Nick.
I think it may have been right after that, because
right after that, okay.
The Nick thing was like their first thing, and this
when I was watching you can't do that on television, and
yeah. I think this may have come out a little bit later than that, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Nick. That was in earliest.
Where was Mr. Wizard's World? Was that on USA Network?
No, that was Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon was
because I would watch it. I was watching Nickelodeon because of Mr. Wizard, and also because they were the first people to show reruns of the animated Star Trek. And so that's where I got to see animated Star Trek again after.
They had Nick at Night too. Remember Nick at Night? That was fun, man.
That's how I discovered Donna Reed and became a huge fan of Donna Reed. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna watch Ka-Blam.
Big up the masses.
Assume the crash position. Hold on tight. Take a deep breath for a new kind of cartoon show.
Is this ringing a bell, Mike?
Yes. Looks like the kids' version of Liquid Television.
That came later too. That was MTV.
Yep, that was like early '90s, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or before that.
It's Ka-Blam, where cartoons and comics collide. Now to take you inside and turn the pages, here are your hosts, Henry and June.
Is that a reference to something?
I always felt like it was. There was a movie called There was a movie called Benny and June, I think.
Hi, and welcome
there
to
was
another
a- there was,
Ka-Blam jamming episode of Ka-Blam. I'm Henry, your
No,
host.
we'll deal with it
And
later.
over here is my
We're gonna watch it.
co-host, the lovely and talented June. Ugh, June, what are you doing?
Hell?
I am demonstrating one of my many superpowers.
Oh, I always hated that.
Turning your eyelids inside out is not a superpower.
Okay, well, how about this?
Yes.
Folks, please, don't encourage her. While I explained to June the difference between a superpower and a stupid power, why don't we check in with two guys who go together
like bacon and a tetanus shot.
Here's Sniz and Fondue.
Bacon and a tetanus shot.
Wow.
I was never crazy about Sniz and Fondue. They weren't particularly funny. We'll watch through it. But the that ska theme song from Ka-Blam is a song called Two-Tone Army by the Toasters. The Toasters, the Toasters recorded one of my favorite covers. They did this really kick-ass ska cover of Secret Agent. The theme from the Secret Agent Man.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, I'm jonesing for product. Hey, sport nut. Gimme. Cut me an oversized wedge. You got me the cheap stuff. 10 times more effective than premium gels. Let's put it to the test. Now prance, girl. Do your dance, girl. Come on, give me a chance, girl. Snap me down. It works. Praise me, it works.
I had forgotten that Sniz and Fondue had parents.
You're nuts. Your hair is suffocating from all that skull sauce. Could it be that Squeaky Fondue is jealous
Ivory
of my husband?
says that she and her family are big fans of the Aquabats.
Oh,
I've heard of them. I've never watched them.
Time to open up
Were they a ska band?
She went to dance in a disco. Beautiful girl. Go.
That's way too much product, man. That hair's gonna just fall out.
Yeah.
Go, beautiful girl.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
Yep, there it goes.
Who left out the Stilton? It reeks like barf. Ah, Prowler! All right, burglar, I'm gonna beat your brains in with this thing once I figure out how it works.
Fondue! No, it's me! Sniz!
The Aquabats had a show called The Super Show. Is that what?
Huh.
We still haven't watched
Where's my snizzer?
Captain Cool and the Kongs, by the
Cheer
way,
up, Bucky
on the
Beaver.
Croft
I
Super
think
Show.
I've solved your problem. It's the newest thing. Everybody's going for this look. It's
I really want to
happiness.
to do an episode about the 1970s Saturday morning variety shows, including the Croft Super Show and Harlem Globetrotters Popcorn
Okay,
Machine,
now my garden
and
is
the
not exactly
and the
up to snuff. But heck,
the Hudson Brothers Razzle Dazzle Show.
but what if I don't
But
want
I can't get episodes of these things.
First to the pasta, then to the seeds. H2O.
Oh,
he's chia head.
He's making a chia
Now
pet
all
out of
we
it.
have
Yeah.
to do is wait.
Of course, Ivory loved the Hudson Brothers. Oh, they waited all year? Ivory, go on YouTube and look up the Hudson Brothers. There's one of the Hudson Brothers in recent years has recorded
That's what they all say.
a kind of oral history of the Razzle Dazzle show, and he has a lot of interesting things to say about how that show started and how the three of them ended up spending
Do I?
that summer that
Oh, give me a chance already. You're so quick to poo-poo everything.
That summer that John
I'm into it.
See? This particular model has remote control.
the Beatles, John what's his name?
I just found an episode of the Hudson Brothers on YouTube.
Yeah, the Hudson Brothers I've been able to find an episode. The others I can't. John, what's his name from the Beatles? John Lennon. Yeah, why couldn't I think of John Lennon? See, it's a disease with me. It's a physical. There's a physical malfunction. There's a short somewhere in my brain. But they spent a summer hanging out with John Lennon. It was that summer that John Lennon left show business and disappeared. He was hanging out with the Hudson Brothers.
Which like, oh, if that's show business, I'm out of here.
Which I had never heard before.
I had my field plowed just for you.
You shaved your head? I can't believe it.
Believe it. Now we're like two halves of the same tuckus.
Oh, fun too.
Wait, two heads in the same tuckus?
Beautiful and twisted moment of our lives.
Yeah, but we'll get through
It's
it.
like the gift of the
If my hair goes
Magi.
back first, I'll give you some.
How about you give me some of your nose hair? Heaven knows you got plenty.
Oh, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like
Heaven
this.
knows.
Yeah.
Bald noogies.
Bald noogies.
That ending was so sickeningly sweet, I lost my lunch. Oh, here it is. Sloppy Joe. Now stay tuned for the action-splattered adventures of...
Super June, able to raise objects with only the power of my mind.
Please accept my apologies. Hey! What the...
Don't fear, mere mortal. Super June is here, and just in time to bear witness to the exploits of my fellow superheroes. Here's Action League now!
Action League now. This is why I played this.
Action League now, starring The Flesh. He's super strong and super naked. Thunder Girl. She flies like thunder. Stinky Diver. A former
flies
Navy
like thunder.
commando with an attitude as bad as his odor. And Meltman with the power to melt. Today's adventure, the wrath of Spotzilla. We find our heroes at Patio Park, accepting the Nobel Prize for being the best superheroes in the world.
Ouch!
Whoa!
Dad blasted, I'm proud of you.
Ouch.
Now go out there and have some fun. You deserve it. Hey, where's Stinky?
I'm sure to see a toy that I had.
I eat danger for breakfast, Leslie. It's what I do.
Yeah, this predates Robot Chicken by quite a number of years.
Yeah.
Boogie, Thunder Girl? Come on, I'll teach you how to clog dance.
While Meltman's clog dancing fails to impress Thunder Girl, it does get the attention of the bloodthirsty behemoth known as Spotzilla. Asleep in his subterranean chamber since the dawn of the Mesozoic Age, Spotzilla awakens with only one thing on his mind: death and destruction. Okay, that's two things, so sue me.
So what do you say? Let's clog.
Oh my gosh, no!
Okay, well, we could always just do the hokey pokey.
No, you idiot! It's Spotzilla!
Any given day, if you were a kid and had a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
So how do you know when danger's about to strike?
It's like a sixth sense, Leslie. I can't explain it. I think it has something to do with me glands. Oh, blimey.
That was a hand puppet.
Can this be the end for stinky diver.
See, this is how you make a cheap TV show.
2 million
Yeah.
years old.
Just get a video camera in your backyard
Hail Army.
with your dog.
Can the League stop him in time? Stay tuned for the next action-gobbling installment of Action League Now.
If I remember correctly, wasn't the villain the mayor? Wasn't the mayor the villain?
Still to come, Life with Loopy, Prometheus.
Got me. If
and
that's
Bob.
true, I guess I don't have to watch it
More
now.
Action League
Thanks.
Now, right here on Ka-Blam. Ka-Blam.
And now we return to Action
Oh, there's more
wait,
Action
there
League
was-
now.
More. There was a movie called Henry and June that came out in 1990.
Okay.
It was about Henry Miller and his wife.
Okay.
And they're really, it had Uma Thurman and Fred Ward in it.
Okay.
Stinky Diver is
Directed and
turned
written
into
by
a
Philip
stinky
Kaufman.
snack As the Mesozoic mutant aims its inside
Is it legal for dogs to eat hot dogs?
The
I guess
Action
it is.
League takes action.
Dag blasted! That furball freak caught us with our pants down.
But Chief!
I know, Flesh. Your pants are always down.
No, Chief. I was just wondering.
Who's he supposed to be?
What about Stinky?
Like, that's not He-Man, but
There's not a dag blasted thing in it.
I would love to know.
Just a typical random
Where they got
action
these characters from.
action figure in the bottom of your toy box.
Don't go soft on me, Meltman. That homicidal mutant is heading right for the World Cup Soccer Championship.
Soccer superstar Andre Lacroix, the dazzling French striker from France, is putting on quite a show today.
They were custom-made action figures.
Yeah, I believe it.
If we don't protect these people, we'll have a real international hot potato on our hands.
Don't worry, Chief. I may not have a face, but I do have a plan. Hey there,
Oh, I thought he was about to hang glide.
Come to Melty. That's a good boy. Now fetch. Come on, boy. Fetch the stick. Heel. You heel, boy. Come on, boy. You heel.
Don't worry, Melty. I'll use my super strength to stop him. Wait! I don't have super strength. Oh, gross!
Don't worry, guys. I do have super strength.
With the fate
The
of
Flesh.
millions hanging in the balance, can our super strong, super naked superhero hang on?
The mighty Flesh, large and in charge.
Stay tuned for the next action-flexed installment
Goodbye.
of Action League Now.
Okay. Are we going to get to see it this time? I don't think so.
Hold the phone, Henry. You're telling me the ending to Action League isn't until next show? Is that what you're telling me?
Yep.
Oh, losing strength. Must have more cartoons.
Maybe you need a dose of Prometheus and Bob, Super June.
Affirmative. If only I have enough power to turn the page.
What you're about to see is top secret. It is a videotape recorded 900,000 years ago by an alien using a remote-controlled camera. It shows his attempts to educate a caveman. They have been codenamed the Prometheus and Bob tapes.
This is such a good idea. I like this.
Music.
Speaking of Prometheus, I really enjoyed that movie. I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, but I thought it was really well made. It's the Bumble. Oh wait. Nope.
What was going on there?
Come on, come on. Row, row, row
Yeah.
your boat. Come on, sing. Try another one. Try Moon over Rilo's 3. Try that one. Pack your truck. Pack your troubles.
He's gonna call the mammoths again. Yep.
Just end.
Hey, Ka-Blamoids! Now's the time in our show where we take a look at some surprising shorts. Hey!
Surprising.
Not those kind of shorts. This kind.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
It's exactly what you think is going to happen. It was
Yep, right in there.
nothing surprising about it at all.
Richard Ka-Blam House Nixon. This show's got power.
It's not fair.
Richard Ka-Blam
Everybody's
House
got a
Nixon.
Power. Thunder Girl, the Flesh, you.
This? Oh, it's no big deal.
That does it.
Oh, did you hear about the guy who got swallowed by a humpback whale?
I did hear about that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm using my superhumans.
I know exactly where that happened too.
Yeah. Oh, that was a place you were familiar with?
Slow down, boy.
Yeah,
You're gonna
Provincetown,
burst
Mass.
your brisket.
Massachusetts,
While
right at the
Henry does
end of the
battle
hook.
with the snack food of death. Why don't we battle boredom with a little life with Loopy?
He's talking about something that happened just this week.
Hi, I'm Larry.
A guy
This is my sister Loopy, and this is an egg.
scuba diving,
I hate eggs, but Loopy's
looking
an egg
at looking at fish.
She was up until
I think he was like doing some like lobster
Was he? Yeah.
dive or something.
Yeah.
He was gonna get lobster.
And
Yeah.
he was like 45 feet down, and suddenly the whole world went dark, and he was like found himself clamped down. And he thought at first I thought maybe a shark had bit me, but then I realized I was in total darkness, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm in a whale's mouth.
Yeah, for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then the whale spit him out.
Babysitting my little sister
Yep.
is such a big deal. But let me tell you, this kind of responsibility can be rewarding.
So the guy who created Life with Loopy also created Joe Normal for Liquid Television.
I don't remember Joe Normal. I'm sure if I saw it, I would.
Trouble was, Loopy had other things on her mind besides my wealth and happiness.
Hey, Larry, check me out. Dad was right about the eggs.
A thing about Prometheus and Bob. So when I was when I reread 2001: A Space Odyssey a few years ago for a series of book reviews I did about the Odyssey series, the edition of 2001 I got included earlier drafts of the book. And Arthur C. Clarke had written multiple earlier drafts that Kubrick kept rejecting, and they were almost finished. They were almost complete short novels.
Yeah.
But he wrote several different versions of the earlier part of the story with the ape
What was
men.
his name again? Moon something.
Moon.
My sister's turned into an egg.
I've
and we're being
already
terrorized
forgotten.
by a giant chicken. You gotta get over
Moon
here
Walker or Moon Runner or something like that.
Hang on a second, sir.
But he
Moon
had,
Watcher, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. But but he had written multiple earlier versions with the ape men being educated by alien technology, with the aliens actually physically came down themselves, and they were described as these tall bald creatures that were actually sitting down with the ape men trying to educate them. And when I was reading that, I was like, oh my god, this is Prometheus and Bob. It was 100% Prometheus and Bob. Because he was writing episode after episode of these tall aliens trying to educate these ape men and failing. And I was like, this is Prometheus and Bob.
How did everything go, kids?
Fine.
Good job, son.
Unbelievable. I was off the hook and off eggs for life. As for Loopy, even she decided to go easy on the eggs for a while. But when it comes to waffles, well, that's another story.
Hey, Larry, check me out.
Uh-oh.
It may not be super stinky.
Gross.
Let's see Loopy do this.
That's nothing. Stand back and witness my very own amazing, unbelievably great superpower. Super folding power. I know. I'm pathetic.
Get a grip, Hanksky. You've got a great superpower.
I do?
Yeah. You've got super hosting power.
Really?
Yeah. With the strength to introduce entire episodes. Powers of pronunciation far beyond those of normal hosts.
And check this out.
Yeah. But best of all, you've got the power to turn the page. Come on, Henry, show me your stuff.
Stand back, puny human. This is a job for Host Boy.
Catch you later, super viewers.
Join us again next time. Same Ka-Blam time, same Ka-Blam network.
All right. Get hip now. Get up.
When did Ka-Blam start?
Looks like 1996.
96? That late, huh? I was thinking it was earlier than that. It ran for a long time. I know it was had quite a few seasons. Cute little show. Yeah, 1996. Okay. Well, what am I going to show next? I picked a bunch of stuff. Well, hello again, everybody. Yeah, Chris, what a memory trip. We are halfway through the show already today. And we've got half of our donation goal. We're at $50 toward our $100 goal. And I need to announce again that the Jim Henson special that I had scheduled for tonight, I'm postponing it till next week. It would be episode 3 of Throwback TV, and I'll be looking at some of Jim Henson's early work. There's a lot of neat stuff in it. I'm going to postpone it till next week because I'm just too exhausted. The evenings this past week I haven't been able to maintain, and doing two live streams in a day is surprisingly exhausting. Yeah, Chris says very excited for that one though. Yeah, it'll be a good one. So I'll see you all with that next week. And of course we'll have another episode of Bad Saturday Morning as well. There's the donation link that just came up in the chat. Please donate what you can. Get us to our $100 goal. We got 8 people still watching. Thank you for being here, everybody. Anyone who just came in who hasn't said hello yet, please say hello in the chat. And this is my co-host Mike. Who show them your T-shirt.
Oh, it's Schoolhouse
Rock. Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
So I was just looking up the 2 kids that played Henry and June. And the guy who played Henry has been in a lot of movies. Most notably, he was in Knives Out and Star Wars The Last Jedi.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies. He was in Looper. Yeah, so apparently he does a lot of work with Ryan Johnson, as you could tell by the Last Jedi and
Okay.
Looper and Knives Out. So I have not seen Knives Out. My wife has, but yeah, he's been active since like he's only 37, and the girl, Julia McIlvaine, has been in a lot of different things too. More for like voice acting, but yeah, they went on to have career still. Thank goodness that Ka-Blam wasn't there. Wasn't their stopping point.
That wouldn't be a bad one-time gig though. Ka-Blam. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you, if you're looking at the thumbnail here, you won't be surprised by this, but this is the pilot episode of a certain super popular show.
Burger? Oh.
To the Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, that was the pilot episode of Powerpuff Girls, with them literally cooking the villain and serving him to the mayor.
So instead of Chemical X, it was like whoop ass. What was that?
Well, that was the pilot for the Cartoon Network, but it was inspired by a student film that Craig McCracken had made when he was in college, called The Whoop Ass Girls, and the premise was. The premise on the Cartoon Network show was that Professor Utonium accidentally dropped Chemical X into his sugar, spice, and everything nice concoction. But in his student film, Professor Utonium accidentally dropped a can of whoop ass into the sugar, spice, and everything nice. And what came out was the Whoop Ass Girls. It wasn't.
Yeah, there's some legendary voices.
Yeah.
In that. I mean, Tara Strong. Tara Strong did Harley Quinn, among many others. Elizabeth Daly did Babe the pig.
Right. And wasn't she E.G. Daly? She was Dottie in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Like you, Dottie. Like.
Yeah, I like you.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth Daly, circa 1986 or 7.
Yeah.
No, Pee-wee. No, you made a big mistake. You made a big mistake. Big one.
Okay. Yeah, she was also in. She was in that short-lived series, that time travel series called Voyagers. Do you remember that with, what was that guy's name? Hexum.
Eric Hexum.
John Eric
Hexum and Mino Pilus.
Mino, yeah. And he had that magic gold watch that he could travel through time with. She was in that series. And when that was before Pee-wee's Big Adventure. And I remember I remember him telling a story that there's that scene in Pee-wee's Big Adventure where Pee-wee faints and he's carried off on a stretcher with by the ER people. When they were filming that, the first time they were filming that scene, he said that E.G. Daly almost fainted. Said she got pale as a sheet and almost fainted, and it was because.
Was that when he had to that's when he was rescuing all the animals from the shop?
I don't.
And he took out the snakes. I need all the snakes. He's like, ah.
Yeah, I don't remember which part of the movie that was, honestly, but I remember there was a time when he was carried away on a stretcher. But he was saying it was because it was triggering. She had been on set when John Eric Hexum accidentally shot himself in the head with a gun with blanks in it, and it killed him, and that was triggering. Seeing the ER, the ambulance drivers there, and seeing Pee-wee being carried away on a stretcher, she almost fainted. I know that's a terrible story. I shouldn't have brought it up.
But, I just did see her recently. She was in Rock and Roll High School.
Was she?
So that was even before any of the stuff that we mentioned. That was like 70. 78, 79.
Hmm.
So,
Really?
Yeah.
Rock and Roll High School was the 70s?
I think it was 79.
Okay.
Maybe
All
it was maybe it was 81 because they talk about the class of 1980. So I think it was 79. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see what we're going to watch next. Anyway, the link for the donation just came up in the chat again, so we're halfway toward our $100 goal. So please donate what you can. Let me see what I chose a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's see which one I want to watch next. Okay, here's something we've not seen before, but it's something that everyone will enjoy, I'm sure. Legit Dudley Do Right.
It's funny to consider that this show painted Canadians in a better light than South Park.
Sunset. That time of day when the tired Mountie sits down to dinner and gets his just desserts. And just what
Paul.
does the tired Mountie do after dinner? Well, if he's anything like Dudley Do-Right, champion of the oppressed and all-around goody two-shoes, he goes for a swim in the river.
Last one in is a rotten egg.
Which is just what he had eaten for dinner. The rest of his fellow Mounties remained in the dining hall, however. For you see, this was the middle of winter, and the river was anything but swimmable. By the time they got him out, Dudley's warm outlook on life had cooled considerably.
That ice is certainly thick.
So is your head, Dudley.
The vision of loveliness administering first aid to our hero is the haunting and ever popular.
Doesn't look very
Nell
lovely.
Fenwick. She and Dudley have been engaged for 22 years.
You need someone to take care of you.
I have my horse.
22
you
years.
need a woman.
What is a woman?
I am a woman, Dudley, and I have decided to let you marry me.
10 minutes later, they stood before the preacher.
And if there is anyone present who objects to this union, let him speak now.
The gentleman about to object is Dudley's lifelong enemy, the malevolent Snidely Whiplash.
I don't know what it means, but I object. Whiplash, you cur. So you would ruin my wedding, eh?
As a starter, yes. Dudley picked up the thing nearest to him, which happened to be Nell, and threw it.
Aha! I have her, and you shall never get her back. Or any other part of her.
Quick, do right. Give chase.
What? And miss all this swell food?
Far above Cayuga's waters sat Snidely Whiplash's sawmill, scene of many a tragedy.
Why are you doing
Scene of
this,
many a
you
tragedy.
Because, Miss Fenwick, beneath this black exterior, there lies a mustard plaster. And over the mustard plaster, there hangs an asafoetida bag. On it, imprinted in pica, are the words, Whippy loves Nellie. What I'm trying to say is, I love you.
Speaking of
Well,
great
let's say
voices.
I like you a lot.
But
Hans
I despise
Connery, yes.
you.
You won't be mine?
Never.
Well, if I can't have you, neither can do right.
He tied Nell to a log, pulled a lever, and started her on her way to the teeth of a giant saw. Fortunately, the conveyor belt was in need of oiling, and the trip was a slow one.
I must get word to Dudley.
Nell was in luck, for as Whiplash stepped out of the back door, a mailman stepped through the front.
One of them new weight-reducing machines, ma'am?
Quick, sir. Are you en route to the Mountie post?
No, but I'm a-going there.
Taking a pencil, she scrawled the word
But the
help
entire
on a
cast,
sheet of paper, stuffed
Bill
it into
Scott,
an
Hugh
envelope,
Florey,
addressed the
Hans
envelope
Connery,
to
Paul
Dudley Do-Right,
Freese,
then
William
fainted from
Conrad.
the exertion.
Right
2
there.
days later at the post, Nell's father, Inspector Fenwick, chatted with our hero.
I haven't seen Nell lately.
Come to think of it, I haven't either.
Perhaps she's visiting your sister.
Does she have a sister?
No, but Nell's a strange girl.
At that moment,
I ran all the way from Whiplash's sawmill. I have an urgent letter for Constable Do-Right. It's from Nell. I'd know her penmanship anywhere.
Yes, it's from Nell, all right.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
That would be against the law, sir. You see, there isn't a stamp on the envelope.
and there you have the reason why Dudley rode to the sawmill, dashed inside when Nell was still on her way to the saw, talked her into sticking a stamp on the envelope, dashed outside the sawmill, rode all the
Dudley
way back
rode
to the
there
post
himself.
and said to the inspector,
It's from Nell, sir. She needs help.
Well, stand there, Do-Right. Don't just do something.
It took them an hour and a half to straighten out that last line, but eventually Dudley was on his way to the rescue. Would he make it in time?
Oh, save me, save me! Somebody save me!
Don't go all to pieces now. Wait about 5 seconds.
It looked like Nell Fenwick's wick was about to be extinguished when...
The jig is up, Whiplash.
Dudley, the saw! Pull the lever!
He pulled the lever all right, but the one that said free-wheeling. The saw rotated madly, broke free of its moorings, and ate its way around the mill.
Created a Frankenstein.
Within 5 5 minutes, the sawmill had been reduced to sawdust. As for Whiplash, he was last seen heading in the general direction of downtown Toronto, closely followed by the saw.
Oh, Dudley, my hero.
Nell, my heroine.
At approximately 11:10 the following morning, every available Mountie gathered on the post parade grounds. Constable DeWright was to receive the Canadian Pretty Good Conduct Medal.
Before I pin this on you, DeWright, when are you and my daughter going to be married? Oh, I'd say in about 10 years, sir. Unless she gets out before that for good behavior. You see, I had to arrest her for mail fraud. The stamp she stuck on the envelope? Blue chip, sir. Against all regulations.
Yeah.
What if that saw had any relation to the Saw from the Mighty Heroes episode?
I don't know.
Shoot everything up. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
The first 5, just Bill Conrad. Not William Conrad, but Bill.
And music that's dead on. The perfect period music.
And Friends. Maybe we can have like 50th Street Studio and Friends. Board game. And Friends. Just put and Friends at the end of anything and it makes it sound that much better, you know?
Dudley Do-Right, of course, started out as one of the featured cartoons on the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. First season, he started with Rocky and Bullwinkle, partway through the first season.
And it became its own thing.
And became its own show rather quickly, like 1960. And the animation that we just saw in that one Dudley Do-Right cartoon was much more sophisticated than what we're used to seeing in the Bullwinkle cartoons. Just as equally simple and equally limited, but much more well executed. That's my favorite Dudley Do-Right episode right there.
That was very good.
It's so self-contained, and Chris says he's dedicated to this board game idea. Yeah, well,
and Friends.
Yeah. You're gonna have to pay me to do it because it's too
Kickstarter,
too time consuming. Boy, if only that would work. If only that would work.
So Colonel McBragg next. Go Gophers.
We'll get to Colonel McBragg. That's total television stuff. We may have to do a total television episode. We've already seen the
Tennessee Tuxedo,
King and Odie. We haven't seen Tennessee Tuxedo yet, but we saw some King and Odie, which was surprisingly entertaining. I liked that Gary Oldman Dracula villain, and that torture chamber he called the Room.
Am I misremembering? Was it Phineas J. Whoopi? Was that the person that Tennessee Tuxedo and Chumley would go to get advice?
He was the
not sure about the middle initial.
He was the professor.
I loved him. He's like, he would just take that magic chalkboard and be able to do everything.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and
that's the greatest thing ever.
And that was Larry Storch.
Yeah.
I never knew that until recently. I was like,
wow.
After someone mentioned that he was Phineas J. Whoopi, and I was like, are you serious? I was like, wow. That was Larry Storch. Yeah. All those years I hadn't. Is he still alive? Is Larry Storch? I don't think he's dead. I
think so.
I think he's like 101 years old.
Yeah, like when I found out that the voice of Babe the Pig was the cute girl from Valley Girl, then I was like, okay. Let's see, Larry Storch. Oh yeah, he's still alive and kicking. Oh yeah, he is. He's 98.
Okay.
Neil January 1923.
Neil the Chiseler just came in. He's pointing out the long band episode of Dudley Do-Right, which was episode 2 of Dudley Do-Right, I believe, called Stokey the Bear. It was about a.
Was it because they didn't get? There was Smokey the Bear.
It was a bear. It was a bear dressed as a Forest Service hat that was actually starting forest fires, and the U.S. Forest Service was really mad about that. And Jay Ward told a story.
Don't mess with the trees, y'all. Don't mess with the trees.
Jay Ward
always win.
Jay Ward told a story about someone from the Forest Service in full uniform coming to their studio and demanding to be shown the episode and demanding that they destroy it. He demanded that they destroy the negatives. I thought it was lost all these years, but it's on the DVDs. It's on the DVDs now. Even though the Forest Service has zero authority to do anything like that.
Yeah. They can demand all they want. Now, if they bring on all the forest creatures to attack, then okay, that's a little different. Like Aquaman.
Yeah. Speaking of celebrities who are still alive, 2 weeks ago we saw an episode of Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, and there was we were surprised to see Jack Grimes in there, one of the famous voices from the American translation of Speed Racer. We actually recognized his voice. There was also a chimp on the show who turned out to be J. Fred Muggs. J. Fred Muggs himself, the famous chimp who was one of the early co-hosts of the Today Show back in the 1950s. I looked it up, and J. Fred Muggs is still alive. J. Fred Muggs the chimp has outlived everybody he ever worked with.
Yeah, he's gonna be 60.
Yeah.
Oh, he's 70.
Yeah,
he'll be 70
he's
been in
a sanctuary since the 80s, I think. Just
wow,
just relaxing,
living his best life.
Living his best life, and he's still alive. Everybody else is dead.
Apparently, according to the trivia on IMDb, he lives in the Tampa, Florida area, and Liza visits him every once in a while.
Liza? Who's Liza?
Liza Minnelli.
Oh,
like he has like famous friends that.
I should have known better. Liza, what's wrong with me? He was brought onto the Today Show once, and it was super popular. It was so popular, everybody watching the Today Show wanted to see it, and everyone says all the sources say that J. Fred Muggs on the Today Show saved the Today Show. That it was dying. Nobody was watching it. I saw an interview recently with one of the guys who was working on the Today Show. He said Dave Garroway, the host of the show, did not get along with J. Fred Muggs. In fact, the first time he was there, J. Fred Muggs bit him. And
that probably will do it. Yeah.
Bit him hard enough to draw blood. And the person interviewing him said, well, then it would follow then that Dave Garroway would not want the chimp on the show, right? And the guy said, "Oh no, Dave Garroway saw the numbers. He was too smart for that." He said he knew that the chimp was saving the show, so the chimp was on the show. You better believe it. I'm like, wow, literally risking his life. In nature, chimps do not live that long, D-words. But when chimps are in captivity and taken well care of, they live as long as people.
Don't mess with chimps. Don't mess with chimps.
Yeah. And did you read about that that tortoise on one of the Galapagos Islands? The tortoise that's more than 100 years old. It turned out to be a species that people thought went extinct more than 100 years ago. She's outlived her entire species. And she's been there the whole time, and everyone thought they were extinct. Yeah, you're right, Ivory. A chimp can pull your arms off. So yeah, I suggest a new strategy.
Yeah, they have a no, they do a lot worse than that.
Yeah,
they have a protocol that they all do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look it up. Don't. You'll never trust a chimp ever again if you know that inside of them is programming.
Yeah.
That they will do certain things to you in order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on with it. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you one thing that I probably. I'm not sure why I'm showing it now. It's something that I probably would never have shown. Because it's a series that I really hate, but I like this one episode. I like this one little short here. So we're going to see this.
Super everybody and you. Oh no.
Comic book. The Mad Emperor of Zingo is attacking Fearless Wonder Man.
They're really their voices in this, right?
Marshal, you
I
dislike
think so.
gladiolus as much as I do.
Why, of course, dear.
Good, and away it
It
goes.
does sound like Larry Fine.
It has to be.
Look up in the sky!
Huh?
Is it a boy?
Little plane. No, you silly, it's Super Moment!
sir. I'm the world's greatest crime fighter. I am the superest of all superhumans.
The heck you are, Mo Man. I, Super Curly, am more super than you.
Hey, what's going on around here?
What do you mean, what's going on?
Yeah, that's Larry Fine.
Comic book land, and anything can happen.
Quiet, numbskull. I'll do the talking.
Ah, come off it, Mo. Where'd you get that silly blue
Ah,
and red
come off it,
union
Mo.
suit? Hey, let's go. Ouch. What is this?
Oh, no. Look up there.
Egad. He's been captured by that arch villain, Super Strawberry.
Put me down, please.
This looks like a job for Mo.
You notice they've got that
Sir,
newsprint
Mo Man,
pattern
This looks like a job for Super Curly.
No way.
behind
musclehead.
everything. I like
My
that touch.
job.
No, my job. I'll do the rescuing around here.
Meanwhile, as our two superheroes argue their little heads off, our friend Larry is in the sinister clutches of Robber Rabbit and Super Strawberry.
Help!
At last
Super Strawberry.
Larry in my sinister clutches.
Help! Help!
But at this very moment, at the headquarters of Robber Rabbit and Super Strawberry,
Aha. So this is the headquarters of Robber Rabbit and Super Strawberry.
I just said that.
It's better than the robotics Stooges, you can say
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So much for the forces of evil. Up, 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 and away!
However,
Never fear, boys and girls.
Hey, Mo Man, what's the big idea of bumping into me? I was just about to step
Wow.
on Cleveland, Ohio.
Big lady.
Sorry about that, Miss Giant Woman.
but at this very moment, thank you. But at this very moment,
I wanted to see more of the
Miss
giant
Curly,
lady.
I didn't know you were so strong.
That's because I exercise a lot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I see.
Sorry about that,
Paul.
Larry.
Yeah.
stick 'em up, Super Sam. You'll never get away with this, Dragon Man.
Look out below!
Say your prayers, Double S. Hooray for the civilian! You've destroyed the evil Dragon
Look
Man.
at the
You are a
bat symbol
superhero.
back there.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening?
Well, it's 65 to 66 this was
What's
on,
all the
so
fighting about?
Oh, it's only Super
still the
Pencil.
greatest bat
He's being
Batman
chased by that miniature
ever.
monster.
Help! Help!
Super Snail. Yeah, har, har.
Super Pencil? Super Snail? You gotta be kidding.
Not at all. It's a fight to the finish. Look. Super Snail has beaten Super Pencil by pulling off his eraser.
This is horrible. I can't watch it. I must be dreaming.
Larry, wake
Yep.
up. You've been dreaming.
Listen, Mo Man, leave me alone.
Oh, man, you buzzhead, you just had a bad dream.
Here's the comic book you dropped, Larry.
Comic book? No, not that. No.
Hello, what seems to be the trouble?
We've come to help you out. It's us.
In super costume.
Oh, no, not again. Let me get out of here. I've been never so frightened in my whole life.
Okay. Bad cartoon.
So yeah, I know we went right back again to the bad.
Yeah.
I was doing a little research while that was playing, and one of the people that did a voice for that cartoon was Margaret Carey.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with that?
No.
with that name at
Tell
all?
us who she is.
Apart from also providing the voices for Paddlefoot and Spinner for
Mhm.
Clutch Cargo,
Yeah.
she was the live-action reference for Tinkerbell.
Mm.
in
Oh, that's
Dis-
right.
in Disney's
We talked
Peter-
about
in
that
Disney's Peter Pan.
when we watched Clutch Cargo. Speaking of which, I think it was Neil was pointing out during the cartoon that this was from Cambria Studios. Yeah, it was Neil. Cambria Studios were the people who made Clutch Cargo.
But they actually animated that.
Yeah.
That was animated.
Yeah.
Like amazing.
That's the only reason I showed that is because it was only 3.5 minutes long. There's no way I would have shown more of that. But I liked Super Pencil. I have to tell you, I liked Super Pencil, and I liked that newsprint background they had going through there. I thought that was a neat, surprisingly stylish trick for those crap cartoons. All right, I'm going to show one more thing. There's a few other things we could show, but I'm gonna show this one more thing, and I'm not gonna give it any intro. We'll talk about it after it's done. You've heard me talk about this. I don't know who else. I don't know if I've talked about this online, but I've talked with you about it, Mike. Dynaman from Night Flight.
Now Night Flight brings you the adventures of Dynaman,
The action-packed comic book missions of 5 brightly colored superheroes and Dr. Ho.
Night Flight, that USA?
Yeah.
It's time now for
Okay.
Dynaman. 5 good-looking Japanese friends from all walks of life. Wushi, their leader, is Dyna Red.
Yeah, he's good looking.
Cuba,
Yep,
able
okay.
to leap tall trees, is Dyna
I mean, they're not lying.
Frankie, the human outboard motor, is Dyna Blue.
The human outboard motor.
Cowboy, the slow-thinking weapons expert, is Dyna Yellow. And their main
Unfortunately,
space
he's
slow
Dyna
gem
Yellow.
is Dyna Pink. Under the
Yeah, she's
guidance
good
of
looking
this
too.
man, Dr. Ho, who, from his laboratory and daycare center, keeps the world
Doctor that
safe
wears
from the
cowboy
evil
boots?
acts of Bernie Tanaka and Mel Fujitsu. At one time his partners, but now his arch enemies.
This laboratory and daycare center.
Who can save the world? Ho, that's who. And check this out.
Ho, that's who.
The ultimate persuader in the relentless battle against evil. These are the adventures of Dynaman.
Dyna Black to outer space. Uncle Roger and Patty, do you read me? Dyna Black to outer space.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Dyna
Shh, I'm
Black.
trying to make an intergalactic phone call.
It was Dyna Black's birthday, but we were worried. Dyna Red said this stuff about relatives from outer space was a sure sign of mental illness. Could Dyna Black be going wacko?
Yes, D-words, this is
Wacko, huh?
comedy.
What's that on the screen then? A flying Trisket? Oh, Dyna Black's
Oh,
rich
please
uncle
tell
from
me
outer
that's
space
not
is
the
coming to
Shiro
visit him,
Mifune.
and he's probably bringing all kinds of neato gifts. Well, it's my birthday too, and what do I get? A squid.
I don't think that's
He's
the
a
original
good
dialogue.
squid.
No. You think?
He is a wonder squid. He knows lots of songs, too.
There he goes again. I deserve better than a tone-deaf squid. I deserve something really big. Dyna Black's uncle already sent him a nuclear power plant. Gift wrapped! And he's getting a big party. I got a squid!
Hey, let's send Spunky to bust up the party.
Good idea.
Up and at him, Spunk, old squid.
Another adventure for Spunky the Wonder Squid.
This is 1988. This was well before the Power Rangers came to America.
Yeah.
Night Flight did this first.
Oh, good tune.
Crank that up.
Excuse me.
Oh!
Oh, it's a monster.
Excuse me, I'm Spunky the Wonder Squid, and I'm kind of lost.
Oh, it's a Loch Ness squid.
Oh!
I need some directions to that alien birthday party. Can you help me? I killed him. Wow, I've got talent.
Yeah, this is
Who
the
says I'm
dub
stupid?
parody
Yeah,
of it, thank
yeah,
God.
I can't kill. I'm really talented. I'm so, oops. Yeah, I'll just stretch out here for a moment and relax. Wow, that feels great. I feel all juiced up. Why, I could fly. Huh? Wow, I am flying. I've got another talent. I'm almost gifted. I'm gonna have some more juice right here. Yahoo! I'm Super Squid.
Huh? I hear something.
It sounds
Oh.
kind of stupid. It could be
Hearing this on headphones for the first time, I just heard the Close Encounters theme music. Da,
Oh, yeah?
da, da, da. Yeah. It was really faint.
I've got to call the caterer. Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna call the caterer.
Wow, this place is way cool.
I saw in my dream they landed on this piece of dirt near
Oh, wouldn't
the
they
freeway.
read something about
I know
the
I'm in
Close
right place.
Encounters
They're probably just circling around looking for
sound
parking or something.
came from a movie before that?
There it is again. I heard it again. I don't know if it's not original. That's a surprise to me.
I think it's something like the man from Planet X had something about using sound to communicate. I think that's where Spielberg got his idea for that.
Gnarly light show.
It's
Oh,
nothing
wow.
really. It's just the old bright light and a lot of wind as you descend to visit your Japanese nephew trick. Right out of the Alien Handbook.
Roger, stop showing off.
Oh, whatever you say. Hello?
We're here. Oh, I just love aliens.
Uncle, I'm wearing the birthday suit you sent me. Oh, great. It looks great. And we brought silver underwear for all of your friends, too. Presents for us all. Oh, thank you so much. I haven't had a chance to try out the nuclear power plant yet. It took me all morning to put it together. I did it
By the
all
way,
myself.
I did this same thing with Kung Fu movies. My friend and I would turn the volume down and we'd make up our own dialogue. Yeah.
Hang low, do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie him in a knot? Can you tie him in a bow? Can you throw him over your shoulders like a cotton soldier? Here he is.
Was it USA Network that did that game show where they did their own voiceover for it?
Happy birthday,
I don't know.
Dinah Black. How about a party game?
There was some like Japanese show that they put their own like commentary over it, and invariably someone was on the show with the last name of Baba Ganoush.
And Uncle Roger always
It
liked
doesn't
party
sound
games.
familiar to me.
That's right. I come
Yeah, I
all the
must
way
have watched
across
way
the
too much
galaxy to
TV.
see you.
Oh, you guys, you're being mean to my Uncle Roger. I'm sorry, Uncle Roger.
Well, you need to be punished.
Oh,
That was me. Aliens are so strict.
I'm sorry, Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger, please, please. No,
Yeah, it was called the
please.
Most
I
Extreme
didn't mean it.
Elimination Challenge.
No,
I'm so
does this mean you're going to... Oh, ouch. Does this mean you're going to take away my birthday present? No, Uncle Roger, please don't. Please. Please don't. Oh, no.
It aired on Spike TV from 2003 to 2007.
Where's Aunt Patty going? Oh, ouch. Hey, you people will hurry down. That's no way to treat your family. Oh, well, he doesn't look too badly damaged.
Yeah, he's all right.
Enjoying your birthday?
I think it was a good call by
Nigel, you're right.
Night Flight to
Trying to make me think
include
that
pop
squid was
songs as background music.
Uncle.
You fell for it. Get them, Spunky.
It's called Funkle.
Nail them.
It was the guy's mouth movement. He couldn't match it.
Like that bad
Bad lip reading, yeah.
Bad lip reading one, yeah.
Just what I wanted for my birthday. A fight. No cake for you. Quick, make a wish.
The camera's so frenetic, I can't keep up.
Godless lizards, blow out these candles.
Godless lizards? Is that what he said?
Feel the power of my frisbee. Whammo! Here's a
Oh,
party game.
whammo.
And the mace on the lizard.
The fight scenes are just as good as the fight scenes from the Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a
If you haven't seen that movie, folks, you gotta watch it.
Two swords in one.
The mix is vampires and
You
kung
boys,
fu.
leave Spunky alone.
That chance. Hey,
With Peter Cushing as Van Helsing.
Hi, M78 Eddie. Yes, this is what you're thinking of.
Frico. Now I'm never gonna get a chance to see my extraterrestrial relatives.
That's noodle
The sad music.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side, Dinah Black. You still have the nuclear power plant they gave you. That was a very nice gift. It shows they care about you.
Does anyone want the last piece of cake?
They only knew my address. We wrecked the party, still you complain.
Dinah Black still has that nuclear power plant.
Well, let's do something about it. I swear by these veins on Spunky's head, I will blow up that power plant and show them a birthday party they'll never forget.
I love it.
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones all of a sudden.
One step beyond.
Those jerks are blowing up my birthday present. Dangerous
That
radiation.
was an animated door.
Let's go see.
Was it?
Yeah, it disappeared after. Yeah.
D-Words, thank you for the $50. Wow, that gets us to our 100. Thank you so much, D-Words.
Welcome back
We
to
got our
Night Flight
$100.
and the adventures
Thanks
of
to D-Words.
Dynaman, Night Flight's own superhero satire.
Yeah, Shenlong is showing his eyes bugging out. That was above and beyond, D-Words. Everybody say thank you to D-Words in the chat, please.
You stupid melon head! You blew up my birthday present! You spread radiation throughout Tokyo!
Sorry.
Sorry, don't pay.
Sorry.
The rent.
Sorry, don't pay the rent.
riddle me this. What has a whole bunch of legs?
It's really stupid.
Lies on the ground.
And bleeds a lot.
Let me
Wow.
give you a hint. You! Everybody hide! Hide!
Everybody hide.
So many baby reveals. What's going on?
Yeah.
Not yet!
Oh wow.
Let's go! Oh!
That's ZZ Top. ZZ Top. Oh wow. Popeye muscles.
Okay, here I come in for my run. Coming in, feeling good. One more, yeah, take a few more steps. Here I go. Watch this, judges. Another somersault and one more, yes. Okay, I know what you're thinking.
Well, give me all your 11, huh?
Yeah.
9.1, 9.2, but look at this.
They only did 6 of these? That's so sad.
Yeah, it is too bad.
Thank you very much. A perfect 10.
Still going.
Rolling for dollars. I win 50 buckaroos. And against one, no fair. For you.
Okay, this makes me think that you probably should do a night flight stream.
Oh.
Hey, this is a lizard-free zone. Don't you guys want to skip rope? Okay, how about some somersaults? Great. Catch. You missed.
I remember seeing this in the middle of the night on USA Cable and just I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
This is what happens if you're not a night owl, folks. You miss stuff like this.
Yeah.
Back here, you slimy mutant.
Help!
Put up your tentacles and fight like a squid.
Okay, take that.
What are they playing now?
Can't
What is?
stop me.
Oh.
Ha! You've sung your last song, you big, bald, vein head, you.
Oh yeah? Well, how about this one? Let me
Some new wave stuff.
Yeah.
Let me make you smile.
Oh.
Let me show you tricks, some old dance and new tricks.
Gotta hurt.
Yeah. He's so flat.
Let me entertain you. And we'll.
You can hit me, just don't say it. Oh. And to think I thought you were my Uncle Roger. Oh. All right.
This'll teach you to mess with Smokey the one that's good.
Yeah, Carol, this is funny. It's good stuff.
I call for help. Hello, nephew. Sorry we missed the party. Would you believe we had to clean up some radiation from your power plant?
Uncle Roger, Aunt Patty.
Sorry, Spunky, you've been
Why would Uncle Roger from outer space sound like Maxwell Smart?
Steve Spielberg invited us to lunch.
Go, Gadget UFO.
Okay, but first,
Would you believe?
Yeah.
the new issue of Totally Nude
Missed it by that much.
Nude. Cha-cha-cha.
Hey, what's Donna Black doing down there?
That's what's his name?
He is Wacko. He looks dead. I say we go home.
Don. What's his name?
Yeah, that's it. Maybe he's tired.
I can't wait to see the
What is-
centerfold.
Well, they're right
Eddie and the Cruisers guy. What's
Right.
his name?
Look down here. Right here. Right
John something in the Beaver Brown Band. Why am I forgetting his name?
Ooh.
Sicko.
On the dark side.
Yeah, you're right. That is from Eddie and the Cruisers.
Dirty-minded squid. Let's fight tight. How about some silly string?
John Cafferty.
Hmm.
Who wanted to be Bruce Springsteen really, really bad.
Yeah, he did.
But there's only one plus. Sorry.
It's for Aunt Patty. Hi-ya.
Dang.
Hey, I'm getting singed.
How am I doing? Pretty good. For a wacko.
Pretty good.
Oh, they all have the muscles. And he just falls over.
Spunky! You ought to get that big bloated head examined. Examined!
Examined!
Human pinwheel. Oh. Are they saying psychotherapy? Is that? Oh, they made him grow giant. Okay, so this fight is only just getting started. Oh, wow. Ivory, I do remember Commander USA.
And away we go! Bippity boppity boo!
Bippity boppity boo. And now this is, what is this? This is some hair metal.
More senseless violence! Okay, Spunky.
Hey, I just discovered another talent. I am a wonder squid. I have a talent for being big.
Quiet Riot. You're right, Neil. Ooh.
Ooh, right in the tentacle. Right in the suction cups there.
Okay, give up. Hey, don't you hear me? I said I'd give up.
Bang your head.
Bang your head, right.
Squashing my brain. Hey, I need that brain. You're gonna get it.
Okay, Juan, Metal
When
Luna
I was
Juan.
a kid, man.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a big debate of who was better, Quiet Riot or Van Halen. Why was it even a discussion?
Yeah.
What?
I'll show you.
Metal Luna Juan came in. He's telling us the previous song was Psychotherapy by the Ramones. Thank you.
Okay.
Live and let live? No way! Too bad!
Which reminds me, as mentioned before, if you haven't seen Rock and Roll High School,
Yeah.
watch Rock and Roll High
Okay.
School. The Ramones are in it.
He says, live and let live? No way!
He's going to die without a friend. It's a darn shame. Darn shame.
Die? Wait, you guys aren't gonna kill me. Hey, I was just having some fun.
Wow.
Whoa. Darn shame.
Well, Uncle Roger and Aunt Patty went home. They promised they'd come back next year, though. Of course, the year in that time is 50 an hour, so I guess I'll be old or dead. So bad. But you're still a guy with alien blood, and that makes you special. True.
Dig your eye in there, kid.
Oh my God, they look like Spuds McKenzie.
Spuds McKenzie.
I don't get it, huh?
Joke's on you, Orphans.
Oh, good one, Dyna Black.
Let's get Dyna
Jokes on you, orphans.
It's 2,000 feet straight down. It's the end of the show.
Thank goodness.
Finally.
We can go home.
Do it, you promised.
Oh, no.
Promise.
Oh, no, I can't.
Come on, come
All
on.
right.
Not that Al Jolson impression again.
All right,
Shoot.
all
Oh,
right.
no.
Lammy, how I love you, how I love you. Oh, Lammy.
There's a monster in my pants, and it doesn't miss me pants when it moves in and out.
Okay. Yeah,
Was
that was great.
Juice?
It sounds like it.
Yeah. What's the guy, Fred, the Rock Lobster guy, Fred, whatever his name is.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
D-Words was asking, do I have more Dynaman? I do. Fred Schneider.
We should totally have a night flight marathon.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Well, actually, what I want to do is tell people that you can get all the Night Flight stuff online now. That only just happened earlier this year. I was telling you about it, Mike.
You want us to do a Google search?
There's a website. There's a website now called Night Flight Plus, and only just earlier this year that started.
Oh yeah,
up.
I think you showed me that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can subscribe to it, and you can get all the Dynaman. You can get all the Night Flight. You can get all Rhonda Shear's Up All Night. You can get all the movies like Murder Cycle, and what was that one about the bed that eats people? Yeah, but yeah, USA Night Flight did this Dynaman show before Power Rangers. They were the first people to bring one of these Super Sentai shows to the USA, and of course they did it satirically. Yeah, and I vividly remember them, and I was always, all the past 20, 25 years of the internet, I was always looking for Dynaman and could never find it. Every once in a while I would find a really bad VHS copy that someone had dubbed, but then just a month ago, I discovered Night Flight Plus, and all of Dynaman is there, and that's where I got this. So you should all go subscribe to Night Flight Plus. I was so excited when I found it that I paid for a year. And I never subscribe to these things. I never pay money for these things, but I was so happy to see this that I immediately paid for a year. It was like $30 for a year. And I started browsing through there, and I was finding stuff that I hadn't seen since the 80s. Yeah, Mike just put the link up in the Twitch chat. That movie that I streamed way back when we first started streaming a year ago, that animated the film from the 1920s, that one called the Mascot, with the devils, that stop motion animated Devil's Party. I originally saw that on Night Flight. And that's why I knew about it. They were always showing odd stuff like that. When other channels on Halloween would be showing marathons of Frankenstein and Dracula, Night Flight would be showing Nosferatu. They would be showing the weird stuff. And
we like the weird stuff.
Yeah, we like the weird stuff. Yeah, Dynaman is one of my all-time favorite things ever. I love the Dynaman stuff. And you can find episodes of the original Japanese Dynaman, and it's called Dynaman in Japanese. In fact, the theme song goes die 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 Dynaman, which is not what you would want to bring to the U.S.
No.
All right, thank you everybody for watching. And thank you, Mike, for being here. We'll be back next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific again with more bad and weird cartoons.
Fun stuff.
And then in the evening, I will have episode 3 of Throwback TV, where we will watch early Jim Henson. Now, I'm going to close the show with the thing that reminded me of Ka-Blam. And that's this past week. I always talk about Fortnite. I've always been playing Fortnite. I've spent the last 2 years playing Fortnite almost every day, but I haven't played Fortnite in months. It's been like 3 months since I played Fortnite. But Fortnite premiered their new season just this week, and they introduced a new character who has her own theme song, and not just her own little emote with some music on it. She has a full-on song. And this is the song that reminded me of Ka-Blam. I'm going to exit with that. So goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye, Mike. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
See you next time.
See ya.
The human world, it's a bore. Everybody's working all the time. It's a chore. No one understands what I know. That this planet's not for me, or don't you see that I wish I was an alien? That's where I want to be, yeah, that's with aliens. That's who I want to see. I've made a date, I won't be late. Beat me up right away. It's something great, I know my fate is to be one of the aliens. That's where Chevy.